Working with entrepreneurs, it's been a lot of fun because you get to see a lot of different types of things. So in the corporate world, what me and another individual did is we actually took a company that was a stupid piece of foam that you stick inside of a gutter, and most people are like, what, really? Well, it was actually a gutter filtration system. And so you actually stuck it in, it was called leaf defier. So you stuck it in there, it actually prevented leaves and all that. But here's what happened is that we actually started out with general contractors, and we think we did around $100,000 a year or something like that, and we were able to grow that up to approximately $10 to $15 million a year in revenue. Now we did that through a couple of different ways. Remember I was talking about the revenue streams? First of all, we found that we pretty much tapped out the general contractors. So we had to open up multiple revenue streams. So what we did is we actually started looking at window washers, we looked at gutter installers, we looked at home repair guys, and then the one that really kind of started taking off for us is we actually broke into a brand new industry called pest control. And we were able to actually take the exact same product, create some of the marketing and the features and the benefits, kind of tweak that a little bit, because remember going back to that pattern, we actually had to solve an emotional problem for them, so we tweaked the marketing to be able to identify the emotional problem, and we were able to grow the company by stepping into multiple industries. So that was the first one. And the second one then, I had the unique privilege of being able to step into a baby company where we were looking at it, and a lot of people just said, look, I don't think this is going to work because nobody's ever done it before, and there can't be enough money in it. And it happened to be t-shirts. And so everybody always looks at you and says, you sell t-shirts? Well, you know, when I was going through it, it's like, yeah, we sell t-shirts online. And it's like, there can't be that much money in t-shirts. Well, when I started with the company, we were doing $10,000 a month on 2 accounts. And in those 2 accounts, that was when Facebook was doing all of their organic traffic. So you put a post out there and everybody could see the post immediately. So we had some really good revenue from that. The challenge came when all of a sudden Facebook stopped their organic reach. And they took their platform and they moved it to more of a paid reach. And so what we had to do is we had to actually sit down and say, okay, our business model and our strategy and how are we actually going to be able to take this. And so what we did is we focused on affiliates. And affiliates, a lot of people use different words, but basically an affiliate, you pay them a commission for selling your product. And that's as simple as an affiliate is. It's just we share and we give them a percentage of the sale for every sale that they've generated. So we've been on an affiliate base, and of that affiliate base we were doing, I believe it was close to 100,000 different affiliates that were selling our product. So we grew the company through an affiliate base from $10,000 a month in about a year and a half up to $15 million a month, which was a huge step. Now, obviously lots of things are gonna break in that amount of growth, because that's insane. I mean, like, who in the world does that? So there's a lot of life lessons, a lot of things, production. I remember I was talking about capacity. That was a big one, because how do you produce stuff? And so we broke stuff. How do you manage the customer service? How do you manage the affiliates? There was a ton of things that we had to just jump in and start figuring out, because in a year and a half, going from $10,000 a month to 15 million, that is a lot of growth in a real short amount of time. So there was a lot of stuff to figure out. So that was Sunfrog, and then now currently I'm working with another company called Living Fresh, L-I-V-N Fresh. And then so what we do there is we actually have an activewear brand where we combine 2 emotional things. Because remember I was saying emotion is so important. Everybody has a love for their home state. Everybody has a fond memory that happened inside of their home state. Whether they were spending time with their friends, whether they're spending time with family, everybody has an emotional memory that they can tap into. And so our goal with Living Fresh is that we want to tap into that emotion, and then that's what elicits the sale. And that's the whole goal. It's all about telling a story and being able to use that story to elicit that emotion, and then that's when you get the sale. And that's the premise upon which we're building Living Fresh. And I mean, it's just been incredible. We've been able to secure ourselves into movies where they're actually, Tom Sizemore was actually wearing our shirt. A lot of other bigger names are starting to wear our shirts. We've been in production now. We've got requests for franchises, and this has all happened in about a year. So it's just been an incredible ride. Again, every time you go through growth, things break, and it's happening again. But hey, that's why you learn. I mean, that's why you take those things, those lessons that you learn, and then you just apply the foundation, going back to some of the stuff about, you know, making sure that the capacity is fixed, and making sure that you have the right attitude, and making sure that, you have the right amount of streams. And let me just say this too, is the fact that, shoot, I make mistakes. I mean, I always make mistakes. I mean, everybody's gonna make mistakes. But you have to learn through those mistakes. You have to be able to fail forward rather than just letting all those mistakes mess you up.